Low Effort Podcast. Welcome back to part 2 of episode 4 of the Low Effort Podcast. I am podcasting to you from Truck Car Studios on the used Samsung Galaxy S6 with the cracked screen. If anybody wants to sponsor me, I do accept cars and phones and money. Just hit me up, mattbrayman42@gmail.com. I'm in the parking lot of Blake Manor, the place where I live. We call it Blake Manor because the combined name of myself and the beautiful Chandra Lake Inn, since I'm Brayman, she's Lakin, we are the Blakemans. And the wonderful residence that we call home is Blake Manor. And outside Blake Manor, there's a parking lot. And in that parking lot is Truck Car. And in Truck Car is me creating this podcast in this moment for you right now. And it's a beautiful moment because it is raining in Phoenix, which is rare and wonderful, except for the fact that it floods all kinds of streets and places around the city all the time. Nobody's prepared for it when it happens. So here we are. But it is nice to sit and look out at the rain and the cloudy skies. And parking lots are a special place for me. I think parking lots are underrated. They get a bad rap. Usually people think of parking lots, they think of either the parking lot's too crowded and they can't find a parking spot, and that's frustrating. People get angry. There are a lot of bad drivers in parking lots. They think of the urban blight and that they paved paradise and put up a parking lot. As Joni Mitchell's awesome song talks about. But in the urban jungle, the parking lot is the last open meadow. And so here I sit in this meadow thinking about the other parking lots that have had a huge impact in my life. One of which is the parking garage outside the Arizona Center Theater. I believe it's an AMC theater downtown. At the top of that parking garage during the sunset is when I proposed to the beautiful Chandra Lake Inn. And I put the ring on the wrong finger. But she said yes. And that's a good thing. It's a great thing. It's the best thing. And then we went to see the movie Cabin in the Woods by Joss Whedon. Excellent movie. Funny, scary, little bit social commentary, fourth wall breaking, but it's still really fun, kind of in the Joss Whedon style. So check it out. Cabin in the Woods. And I was in a parking lot last night. The weather was nice though. It wasn't raining. It was cool. I was in the parking lot of the Duck and Decanter sandwich shop that I've mentioned before, because that's the location where myself and the writers of the Never Rad Miscellany get together and create this interesting show, the Never Rad Miscellany, neverrad.com. Upcoming show March 2nd at the Rebel Lounge. Get your tickets online or talk to one of us in person. It's a great place to write, and it's a great place to stand in the parking lot and talk. And that's the funny thing about when you have a good creative team. You just enjoy hanging out with each other. You have fun, and if you could stay on task long enough to finish the scripts and give them to the actors, you can make a show. It's great. And sometimes you just stand around in the parking lot talking afterwards. And I happen to have a guitar because this coming episode features a performance by a character of mine, Zarth Wormholes, a space country music singer. And so I brought a guitar to the rehearsal writing meeting and played a song for the show. And as we stood and hung out in the parking lot, I was playing the guitar. And it was kind of interesting how me idly strumming a couple chords underneath our conversation made everything sound like a joke that you would hear in a Zach Galifianakis or Nick Thune stand-up routine. It was a lot of fun. And it made me realize that I could play guitar forever. It's sort of like a fidget spinner to me, in a sense. I just love it. I love playing songs. I kinda know parts of probably hundreds of songs. I don't even know. I haven't written them all down. I know I can play about a 3-hour show typically, and I've got about an hour and a half worth of original tunes. But I love to just stand there and play, and it was a lot of fun. It was hard to stop. It was hard to leave. And it kind of reminds me of this conference that I worked at, I used to work for a company where I recorded lectures by psychotherapists and psychologists, and it was kind of stressful, especially the conferences, because I would work really hard and get free drinks from the hotel, and I would pretty much always overdo it with the free drinks. And one night I blacked out. I was hanging out playing Cards Against Humanity, and I had my guitar there and was drinking a lot with the other members of the company. And when I woke up the next day in a horrible, horrible physical situation, I realized that I blacked out, and I talked to the other people, and I was like, oh man, did I do anything embarrassing? And they said, no, you just sat there and played guitar all night, just song after song after song. And I said, was I any good? And they were like, yeah, it was fine. So they seemed sincere. I don't think they were lying to me. Hopefully it was okay. That's just who I am, though. So I'm okay with it. I enjoy it. And I hope I get to share it with you sometime. I appreciate you listening to this segment of the Low Effort Podcasts. So thanks. I love you. Bye.